Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to discuss Strategic Cost Management Second for 4th semester students of MCOM BNU. So in the last class, we discussed pricing for newly established products and pricing decision making. So in today's video, we are going to discuss pricing for established products, that is the already available products in the market. So let's get into this topic. So first one is product over product life cycle. Pricing over product life cycle. So every product has its life cycle from the stage of introduction till to the stage of decline. So here in this type of pricing, in introduction, in growth stage, in maturity stage, in decline stage, there will be different pricing strategies which can be used. So in the first stage, in the stage of introduction, where the product is new to the market, here as we have discussed the pricing for newly products, that is first one is skimming pricing and next one is penetration pricing. So skimming pricing here in the sense the pricing where the prices will be high at the beginning stage, where they want to earn the profit in the short run. So where if you want to earn the profit in the short run, you can go for skimming pricing. And we also discussed that these types of pricing is only mainly for the electronic products. Next we discuss penetration pricing, where the prices will be usually low, and the objective of this business firm that will be that they want to stay long term period in the market. So in a long way they want to earn the profit by keeping the prices low. So here introduction stage of the product, there can be two type of pricing which can be opted by the business. One can be skimming pricing, another can be penetration pricing. Next, at the growth stage. So here growth stage, usually the product will be in the market for some time and it has got some fame and it has some kind of demand from the side of the customers. So here usually the prices will be high. Why the prices will be high in growth stage means because from introduction the product is in growth stage means there will be more promotional charges, that is advertisement charges. So to cover this promotional or advertisement charges, the prices usually will be high. Here skimming pricing or penetration pricing can be used. But in the growth stage, as the product incurs some promotional cost, to recover that promotional cost, the prices will be usually high. Next is maturity. So primarily the good has to maintain the market share. So here the maturity stage, where the product is in the market and they want to maintain that market share of the product. So here depending upon the situation, the prices can be chosen. So possible price reduction in response to competition while avoiding price war. So here maturity stage, there will be so many competitors who want to stay in the market. So you will think that usually when compared to your competitors decreasing the price war, you will keep the prices low. So when compared to your competitors, as you want to stay in the market, you want to maintain that market share of your product, the prices will be low. Next, the decline stage. So decline stage is a stage where the product is removing from the market or it has got its decline. So here also the prices will be usually low. So the prices for the products will be low in the decline stage. First introduction stage, the prices can be high, can be low, that is skimming pricing or penetration pricing. In growth stage also the prices will be high, and maturity stage, in order to decrease the price war between the competitors, the prices will be low. And in decline stage, as usual, as they want to stay in the market, even though the product has got its decline stage, they still hope and they will keep the prices of the product low only. This is called as pricing over product life cycle. Next is price discrimination. So price discrimination here means charging different prices for different customers. So if this is very common in vegetable market or the persons who will sell vegetables. So for the non customers who are regular customers of their shop, they will charge less prices when compared to the other customers. Or the person who used to do lots of bargaining, for that person also the prices of the products or the prices of those vegetables will be different. And here when when other new customer comes to your shop, the prices will be different. As a regular customer, if you got some regular customers, for them the prices will be different when compared to the new customers to your shop. So here price discrimination, that is discriminating the customers depending upon the prices. So charging different prices for different customers is known as price discrimination. Next, third is target pricing. So in the methods of pricing, we discussed the target rate of pricing also. So this is almost similar to it. Target rate pricing or target return pricing means, here before fixing the prices of the product, there will be certain list of objectives of pricing. We have discussed the objective of pricing. First we discussed the first one is profit maximization. So the main objective of any business will be maximizing the profits. So maximizing the profits, here they want to earn more and more profit. So here there can be two situations. One is whether they want to earn profit in short run or in long run. So if they want to earn profit in short run means they will opt for skimming pricing. If they want to earn profit in a long run means they will go for penetration pricing. So first target is profit maximization in two situations. First is short run and long run. If it is in short run, the skimming pricing will be opted, and if it is in the long run, the penetration pricing will be opted. Next target can be sales maximization. First is profit maximization, next is sales maximization. So here sales maximizing, selling more and more products. If you want to sell you more and more products, there is a law of demand. We have already discussed, if the prices are high, the demand will be less. If the prices are low, the demand will be more. So depending upon the law of demand, if you want to do sales maximization, first thing is the prices should be low and the quality should be good. Next target can be desired rate of return. So here they will fix some percentage of rate of return. For example, the percentage rate of return can be on each product 15%, 16%, depending upon their capital employed, the target rate will be decided. So here there are some types of targets will be fixed by the company. To achieve that target, the pricing will be done. So firm has sufficient knowledge of the condition of the market. They have some knowledge of the condition of the market for its products, and based upon that they will decide the desired rate of return. That is called as target rate of return. Next type of pricing is product line pricing. So product line pricing is separating the goods or the services into cost categories. So see here, the example is hospital industry. So here you can see different two types of rooms are there. One is a very luxurious room, another is just a normal room. So here a luxury room, the same sightseeing place experience but different packages rate because of optional service and luxury. So this is more costly when compared to this normal room. So here you have got a luxury option, more services will be there, but this as compared to this room, this don't have that sightseeing and all other those luxurious facilities. So here product line pricing means separating the goods and services into cost category in order to create various perceived quality levels in the minds of the customers. So here the cost will be different when compared to this both of the hotel rooms. Here the cost will be different. So they are separating the products depending upon their cost. So luxurious hotel room cost will be more when compared to a normal room. So that is called as product line pricing. Next is captive pricing. So here captive pricing is a pricing strategy adopted by the marketer where the price of the core product is generally kept low, where the price of the core product will be low and captive products prices are high. For example, there is a system. So usually when we purchase laptops or tablets or computers, their prices usually will be low when compared to its softwares. So if you want some kind of a software which is very important for you, for your business or for your learning capabilities, the computer softwares are generally priced high as compared to the system itself, and it includes update also, right? So when we compare to a computer, purchasing a computer and purchasing or owning a software, the owning of a software will be high as compared to owning a computer, right? So that is called as captive pricing. Here core product is a computer and captive product is the computer softwares you wanted to install in your computer, and installing that or owning that software is not enough. We need to update it on time. So that also includes some of the charges. So here captive pricing means where the core product price will be low when compared to the captive or related product prices will be high. That is called as captive pricing. Next is optional product pricing. Optional product pricing is a method to determine product cost where business sets a low cost for its most basic products and then profits from selling more costly accessories. For example, here car. So if you want a car, the prices for the basic if you want a basic car for moving from one place to another place, you just want a car that is suitable for you, that is suitable for you to move from one place to another place. That is a basic product. But in addition to it, you want to choose an music system or GPS navigation system, all those extra accessories to in your car. If you want all those things, the prices will be different. So here GPS and music system, these are the optional products. But you want a car, in that you don't want any GPS, you don't want any music system, then that is a basic product. So for basic product the pricing will be different, and for optional services or optional products the pricing will be different. So that is called as optional product pricing. So this is all about pricing for established products. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comments below or in your WhatsApp group. If you like the video, you can like and subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends. Thanks for watching.